And we are back. House of the Dragon. Boy, was last episode freaking crazy, wasn't it? We had a major character death. Rhaenys, the queen who never was. Good old Meleys got right in the neck by Vhagar, had the neck snapped and burnt to a crisp deed. So, yeah. I guess the war is kicking it into high gear, and oh yeah, Aegon also got cooked by his own brother in this episode titled Regent. So gee, I wonder who that's gonna be. Everyone stares at Aemond One Eye and goes, hey, I know exactly who this is. He's almost as evil as this guy. That's right, Sauron, you're getting mentioned. And yeah, he's got an injury. He's got electrical tape on one of his horns. It's well made. I just knocked it over like a dip, so that sucks. But at the same time, this show does not suck. And also what doesn't suck is you guys showing your support, as always, by doing the usual YouTube metrics, algorithm, sacrifice, whatever adheres to that helps keep the video promoted out. The like button, surprisingly, is the most helpful one. Who knew? I thought it was the subscribe button. But hey, the more you know about YouTube, the more you understand you don't actually understand it. But without further ado, let's give you something you can understand. The episode. Let's engage. If you look at things from his perspective, which has got to be tough, the Targaryens have only lost Luke. He's lost his son, who ran off and is presumably dead, his daughter, who actually died during the act of childbirth because she decided Dragonfire was the way she wanted to go, and then on top of that, his brother by Daemon, and now his wife dead in the war. That is 4 family members to 1. You're like, it's a Targaryen war. Doesn't really seem to be like it if you're Valyrian right about now.
Behold! The traitor dragon Meleys! Slain at Brook's Rest by your king! To Aegon!
This is the dumbest thing you could ever have done, no matter which side of the war you're on. The dragons are closer to gods than humans will ever be in this universe. Parading around the head of a dead dragon proves it's not a godhood, which then knocks down everything everyone cares about involving the Targaryens, whether a Hightower Targaryen or a Targaryen. No matter what viewpoint you have, you've just knocked yourself down 8 to 12 pegs in the dumbest way possible. Showing the death of dragons shows that they can be killed, which means you can be killed, which gives these people power to get rid of you. Stupid.
It's an abomination.
Don't they realize we won the battle?
Strange victory. If it was one.
I think Gwaine has actually figured out more than what Kristen Cole has figured out. While you have won the battle, the people are tired of there being battles. They want peace. They want prosperity. They want food. Do you know what's stopping all this? Your war.
Behold! The traitor dragon Meleys!
I thought the dragons was gods.
Slain at Brook's
Do I need to add anything to that? You destroyed the people's foundational belief that anyone who could ride a dragon, which was a god, would also they themselves be a god. Ruined the people's belief in anything. The Targaryens' legitimacy, whether right or wrong, just got thrown out the window.
Is he alive?
His grace remains with us for the moment.
Hey Allison, welcome to reality. This is what you wanted. This is what you believed couldn't happen. When you guys began your thoughts of treason, this is where things were going to always lead. For everyone and their children. This is who you are. Live with that. I hope Aegon makes it. Just so you can have to live with this just a bit longer, knowing that your other son gladly would have killed his brother Just because. Ooh, boy. The smell of burnt flesh to armor. Like just imagine like all your arm hair, just every body hair you have being cooked to you while you're encased in a metal suit, and then people have to slowly peel it off you after it's been there for, I'm assuming, days. I know Rook's Rest is probably a couple days march from King's Landing, so yeah, that's gotta stank.
The king, Sir Kristen, what befell him?
His Grace fought valiantly.
And Daemon? What was his part in this?
I could not say.
He literally can't. He was unconscious. But for those of us at home, we know Aemon is the one that did this. I mean, Aegon would actually be legitimately dead if Aemon didn't show up and try and assist. But still, cooking your family is a bad look. Kinslayer in Westeros is the largest insult you can heap against anybody.
My loyalty to you is proven, my queen.
Your loyalty, perhaps. But your willingness to give me deference in a time of war.
I could never doubt your capability or your quickness of mind. It is merely that the gentler sex, heretofore, has not been much privy to the strategies of battle or their execution.
No offense, and I'm sure someone's going to get offended by this. Being a woman means literally nothing when it comes to the time of war. They know as much as we do. They can do as much as we can. Just because they're not on the battlefield as much as us does not mean they can't comprehend it. What no one would have been able to stop is Vhagar. I don't care how keen your mind is. Good luck fighting that giant beast. Good freaking luck. We saw what happened to Melees. Long may she reign.
If Aegon is dead, we will soon know it.
'Twould be a victory in name only. They will soon prop up another in its stead.
The time is ripe. If we can strike King's Landing before that dragon is recovered.
Then I myself must do it.
My queen, you are the crown. It's out of the question.
What would you have me do?
I know you're just trying to appease these lowly lords on your council. But here's the thing. You're a Targaryen. When has appeasing the realm ever gotten you? Seriously. Your dad appeased the realm, and, well, we saw how the realm repaid him. We saw what happened when Aegon took the realm, and we know how that went. I'm just saying.
Where are you going?
To Harrenhal. To treat with the Daemon. Rhaenys is fallen. He must affirm his loyalty to my mother and report his standing.
And you think you will tame him? When the Queen herself could not?
The phrase. They control the crossing at the Twins. Cregan Stark's greybeards are marching south. If his men had a direct route into the Riverlands, we would not have to wait for Daemon to act. I will treat with the phrase to secure it.
She will not like it.
Then don't tell her. Not until I'm away.
There's that little bit of strong in him. He literally says, you know what? I got a plan. I'm just going to go do it. I'm going to go do my thing. Good for you, Jace. Good for you for at least trying to lead from the front. I get where you're coming from. I'm just not entirely certain. It's the best course of action, an initial one with Daemon especially. This one, a little bit better tempered.
The hour is late, and my dragon is hungry. You have no choice but to submit. Our terms are simple, Lord Bracken. Renounce the false King Aegon as a usurper. Bend the knee to me, or your house burns.
I would sooner be the Lord of Bones and Cinders than bend my knee before some heathen Blackwood cunt and his hired dragon.
That is a hell of a strategy. You know what? Daemon, here's the bird. Good luck. Bracken, proud, stubborn, but going out like gangsters.
But every man has a weakness.
You take my meaning, then. There are things the crown itself must not be seen to do.
Show them your worst. I am your servant, your grace.
You're literally only telling Daemon what he wants to hear at this point. He's like already in the mood. You don't have to keep telling him more. He wants the Bracken to be on his side. He's like strong, powerful, stubborn, resilient. Yeah, my kind of people.
The Eyrie itself is impregnable. Unless, of course, we're descended upon from the sky.
You promised the Queen Rhaenyra 15,000 swords.
In return for protection, a dragon.
Then she has exceeded your terms. She sent 2.
Both still wet from the egg. I have hunting hounds that are more fearsome.
They are dragons nonetheless. I do not recall you specifying the size of the beast in your request.
Will you goad me, child? When your bread and shelter now depend on my pleasure.
Yeah. This is the Vale. They are also proud and stubborn. Proud and southern. Proud and stubborn. And they take after the North quite a bit. They just never get the same accolades. And, well, yeah, it would take so many men just to take that little narrow strip of land or be able to get all the way up there. So, yeah, dragon's about it. Vhagar decided to come hunting. Castle's gone.
The way they spoke at my small council today.
Do they hold you responsible for Rhaenys and her dragon?
I would rather they had. They speak around me, not to me.
You weren't listening, or paying attention, or available, or wanting to learn. I mean, there's a list. Which one do you want from me?
Kristen Cole made a mistake. Parading a dragon's head through the streets like a prize of war. But the people see an ill omen.
Yes, as do I.
They are afraid. Bread is scarce. The king has fallen. They whisper to each other that when Viserys lived, there was peace.
I mean, this is kind of what she was hired for. Master of Whispers. Tell me things I want to hear. Give me hope. Let's play ball. Let's spin this narrative. Kind of like we're a media company trying to turn what should be bad news into, hey, everyone, this can be a positive. Here's how. And, you know, all the hoopla there.
Daemon, you were always the strong one. The finest swordsman. The fearless dragon rider. Your brother had great love in his heart.
That's his mom that he is having this dream about.
If only you'd been born first. My favorite son.
We've all had nightmares. I think that one takes the cake.
I rather thought, Your Grace, as emissary to the Queen, that perhaps she could provide the necessary coin if you could only write to her.
No.
Here we go again. Mom, Dad, stop fighting. Pay the man. We need the castle. Just let's fast track this whole relationship issue we got going on here.
It is experience that offers the surest path to security. Queen Alicent ably shouldered the duties of the realm when her husband's health failed him.
Experience is valuable, yes, but the Dowager Queen is a woman.
I am no stranger to rule or to sitting at this council. Aemond is a fearsome dragon rider. His skill is best employed in the field, but my experience is needed here, at this table.
No offense was meant, Your Grace, but at a time when we must show strength.
Lord Larys.
I agree, Your Grace. It must be Prince Aemond. What would it say if in response to Rhaenyra's crowning, we raised up a woman of our own? But the hand speaks with the king's voice, Sir Kristen. What say you?
All eyes on you, buddy. Alicent's been outvoted already. We're just trying to drive that final nail in the coffin of her bid for power, and she's gonna come up too weak, I'm sure of it.
The brother's host and meet Daemon. We should quicken its pace and check the rivermen while their banners are in disarray.
I shall send Lord Jason encouragement.
What else?
We might turn our attention to the small folk here at King's Landing. They have grown weary of the sea snake's blockade.
So have we all.
I love how she's just sitting here fuming, as if she didn't expect this. They'll never accept a woman as queen, but they'll accept me, a woman, as queen.
You think Rhaenyra will let such an affront go unchallenged? We should make for Templeton. My brother will have room.
You would have me turn beggar.
Are we not beggars already?
Oh man, don't let your pride be the issue why I didn't flee during a time of obvious war. This is going downhill fast. However, if you have read the books, Tumbleton is not where I would go. I'm just saying.
Presumed you'd be here, seeing faithfully to the Prince Regent's commands.
Daemon is the next in line. It is the order of things.
You know what he is.
Somehow become is not really the words I would use. He was not parented. He was not raised. He was not reared. He was left to go to his own devices and suffer whatever injustices he had to deal with. And now he's become this. Maybe by being a mom for 2 minutes. Just 2. You could have averted this, but, you know, you were doing other things.
So you cast me aside.
Have I not spared you? What we must do now is terrible. Will you preside over it? Is this who you are, Alison?
Do not ask to be spared. I did not give you leave to speak my name.
I mean, Hand of the King, Queen Dowager? You're saying I don't like either one of them, but...
And Daemon, I'm sure, has consented to this?
He will do as his queen commands.
It does lend us some comfort. Though it occurs to me that dragons cannot be in 2 places at once.
Or 3. What do you want?
Larys Strong has been relieved of his castle. Does the Queen intend to raise up a new lord?
You want Harrenhal. For that, my mother will want more than your crossing.
What does her grace desire?
Bent knees.
Jay's out here being like, look, I'm so fed up with everybody. What do I have to do? Let's cut to the chase. I got places to be. Let's negotiate. He has been the key ally for everything involving Rhaenyra right now. He got the Vale, he got the North, and he just got the crossing for the North. Because there's nothing people hate more than when the North goes south. And now that we've expedited that travel path, good luck, Westeros.
Children being taken from their mothers, men coming home to find their doors unlatched, their wives carried away.
War is a terrible thing.
This is not war. These are crimes against the innocent that any upright man would repudiate.
Surely you haven't mistaken me for an upright man.
They have a weird thing going on here. I don't think it's going to lead to that, but like... There's odd chemistry between them considering she's literally like, hey, did you have all these innocents put to the sword and their wives being, you know, yikes. And he's just like, couldn't be me. Maybe not. Who knows?
And if you lose?
Then I'll be dead, and none of this will be my problem.
It's a pity, don't you think, that you never knew your mother?
A message, Your Grace.
Yeah, you just saved everyone from a really, really weird moment. Because he's like, yeah, I was just dreaming about my mom. And not in a normal sense. Very uncomfortable sense, really. And then she's out here just calling you right out on everything that happened involving you. Right here, right now. Could not be me.
Queen Rhaenyra wishes to name you Hand.
Even the death of my wife does not content her. Has she not asked enough of my house?
Corlys finally sees everything for what it is in a very black and white point of view of just, I've sacrificed all of my family for this. And she still asks more of me right now. That's gotta suck.
I grieve my grandmother who loved me, but I carry her on with me. I will see Rhaenyra ascend the Iron Throne as Rhaenys wished, as Rhaenys herself should have. You yourself may do as you see fit.
Ayla is straight out here just wielding the front hand and backhand of verbal of just, you may do as you wish. You are a proud man, but don't forget, you aren't the only one mourning. And while I get Corlys's position of what must I sacrifice to appease this woman in Rhaenyra, also, your only other option is to bend the knee to the High Towers. So it's either you respectfully decline this position, or you accept this position and ensure that everyone who died was not in vain.
We cannot challenge King's Landing without the Riverlands, but I will not send a message by Raven for Daemon to disregard. I ask you to reason with him. Find out his state of mind and his intentions.
Intentions?
Whether he means to raise a host for me or for himself.
He would not dare.
Have you known Daemon to lack in daring?
I mean, yeah, Daemon's never lacked for daring. He's just always lacked the decision-making process to make his daring work out for the most part. I think the Stepstones was like the fluke of flukes, but I'm so happy for him that he actually pulled that off. She's removing him from the council. This is not a kind of a reward situation. She knows he's going to fail, and if he dies via Daemon, message is clear and sent. If he goes and succeeds, then he's proven his loyalty, but she still doesn't have to listen to him poison her council against her. This is a win-win for her, and well played on her part. She figured out some of the game, and she's catching up.
Your Grace.
What is it, Sir Simon? Is the pudding now served?
The River Lords have come, Your Grace. They wish an audience.
Now? What godless hour is it?
The wolf. They are demanding to speak presently.
All right. Daemon's not pleased about the hour, but again, if it's like late at night, I don't really care. If you wake me up early in the morning, I do care very much. So let's see what they have to say.
There have been complications.
The sacred septs on Bracken lands were looted and burned.
As were the fields and farms. The livestock was stolen, and our peasants put to the sword.
They pursued the women and the children. There were works of barbarity.
Punishing Bracken for his own treasons is one thing, aye. But these other acts...
The Brackens were given their chance. They would not see reason.
The Blackwoods have exploited the war for the crown to visit atrocities upon their
I have
old
seen my
rivals.
fair share of their quarrels, and I tell you there is no honor in a fight such as
Honor?
this.
What of common decency?
These beasts proudly carried the banner of House Targaryen. Red dragon on black.
We should have expected nothing more from a man who ordered the slaughter of a child in his mother's arms.
That is a lie, and I will have the man who told it brought before me.
Oh, your man is half the kingdom, my prince.
Know this, interloper. The Riverlands are an ancient place, watched closely by the eyes of old gods and new. And dragon or no, we shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
So the Riverlands got the message, flipped the table, shot the bird to everybody, and said, hey, screw you and your attempt to bring us to heel through barbarity. We'll see that and raise you some. Got it.
Was it worth the price?
Second sons are dangerous, aren't they? Between Daemon and Aemon, it makes you wonder which one of them will have the most war crimes by the end, because right now, Daemon is in the lead.
I'm proud of you, Jace. You've done our cause a great service.
Then why do you look angry?
You chafed at being prevented from action. Imagine, my lord, I'm a dragon rider as well, with a war being fought over my ascension. And yet, I must wait here.
Everything's about me, me, me. Rhaenyra, if someone at least thought about we, as in we the realm, for more than 10 seconds between the Hightowers and the Targaryens, maybe this could have been stopped. But everyone's just, oh, me, 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 my lot in life, my throne, my inheritance, my heritage, all for a chair that nobody actually wants to really truly sit in. You want the esteem and the power of having sat in said stupid chair. You're mad at your son for doing the right thing because he got a little chafed about inaction, and then you decide, let's just talk about me and my problems. The writers definitely failed in this regard to give her any form of character development because she still feels like Rhaenyra from season 1 when she was a teenager. Currently, very flat.
I need dragons.
We have no dearth of dragons. We have two large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing, and they sleep just beneath our feet.
Yes, and if only they had riders, none could stand against me. I would go forth in strength and not from necessity.
There is Rhaena.
Who nearly lost her life in her last attempt. I would not risk it again.
There are those of our line who never ruled. Those who married into other noble houses. Their children born with other names.
Friendly reminder that there are Targaryen bastards just running around roughshod. I'm sure you could just go rouse up a couple of them and just give it a go. You don't really know them. You don't really care about them all that much. If they help, they help. But again, this is also assuming they're loyal to you. This can go a lot of different ways, and only one of them is good. I probably wouldn't, but Rhaenyra definitely will.
A dragon will only accept a dragon lord to ride it. Also say the histories.
Valyrian histories, written to gild us in glory.
Are you suggesting we put a Malister on a dragon? A Tarly?
It's better than death and defeat.
I love how she was like thinking it was so stupid, but then the more she thought about it, she's like, wow, Jace might be onto something. And again, Jace 1,000 Ideas is absolutely cooking this episode.
It's a mad sword.
And that is the episode. And boy, oh boy, are we going to be in for some foolhardy foolishness coming up. Because we're just going to go rouse up just a bunch of Targaryen bastards and be like, hey, who wants to ride a dragon? Not, withstanding that some of us who have been doing this a long time still nearly die in claiming our very own. You guys with no experience will do great. I'm sure of it. This is not going to end well. But, the episode ended well. It was very good, very entertaining. Even though now we see that the everything is getting darker and there is still no light at the end of this tunnel. So, more or less. By all means, we'll continue to cover this series up until Season 3, and then the day after, I want to say, the episodes drop for Season 3, I should have a recap, or at least a review, something of that nature, reactions, I should say, to those at that time. As always, if you stuck around to the end, thank you so much. By all means, thank you for hitting YouTube's usual metrics. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.